I'm Harley Quinn Smith. Starting on May 9th, the minute I leave for school, my parents will host an internet radio show. Isn't that weird? This is going to be more embarrassing than Jersey Girl. Listen This Morning with Jen and Kev, weekdays at 8 a.m. only on Sir at smodcast.com. Please. That wasn't nice.
Hi, I'm Kevin Smith. You know how I feel about marketing, right? It's become cost prohibitive for small and weird, niche, cool stuff or people or movies to get the word out about what they got or who they are, what they're doing, man, because it's pricey. It's pricey to put ads out there in the world. Then you see a movie on Netflix and you're like, I didn't even heard of this movie before. Ugh, that is so frustrating because when you got something, you know people like, you got no way of getting it noticed, man. It's frustrating. That is why you should advertise on Sir. See, for the first 2 weeks we're on the air, we're going to sell 2-minute live reads for the jaw-droppingly low price of $200. Can you believe that shit? You write up some copies, some info on what you're selling. You drop $200 in the Smodco PayPal account, and boom. You're marketing like McDonald's, son. You get to hear your ad on Sir, read by Hollywood movie star Jason Mewes or noted chubby chaser Jennifer Schwalbach or that heavyset dude who's always having trouble with planes, man. You get 4 chances to sell your wares or yourself with a Sir ad. The first time during the live broadcast of either S'morning with Jen and Kev or Jay and Silent Bob Get Jobs. The second time when it's re-aired later on that day. The third time when it's re-aired the next morning. And then the fourth time and forevermore when the show is podcasted into the library. Every one of you can be a merchant. You understand that? You ask old Jack Dorsey, Mr. Twitter himself, the man whose name my wife calls out when she climaxes. He'll tell you the same with his Square thing. Advertise. You got a podcast? Advertise it. You got a blog? We'll do an ad. 2-minute read about your blog, man. Comic book store, hockey club, or a rink, a record, a deli, or a convenience store, your indie flick, a garage sale, dude. How awesome would it be to hear a commercial on the radio for your garage sale? Or your Twitter account. Why not just be like, I want a 2-minute ad about how cool I am. Maybe pick up some followers, man. You tell us. You let us know. This is a fun way to grow your little business while we grow ours. Get started by emailing Trisha at smodcast.com, Tricia at smodcast.com, and she'll help you out. And advertise on Sir, damn it.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Pucknuts Presents The Three Ming Circus. My name is Ming Chen.
Sunday Jeff.
Walt. All right, Sunday Jeff.
Wait a minute, you're not even gonna say where's Brian?
He's gone, man. You might as well just blow him right over.
You've really just written him off, haven't you?
Brian hasn't been here in what, 5 weeks?
Has it been that long?
You know what Brian is? He's Donovan McNabb right now. McNabb is not coming back to the Redskins. He's holding out. He's like that guy. He was demanding more money. He doesn't show up to training camp. Doesn't show up to the practices. He's holding out for what? I mean, what can I offer him to make him come back at this point?
So you're kicking him off the show. I guess he's already kicked off the show.
I'm not kicking him off.
He's not kicking him off. We told him we were doing it today.
He was here. He was here like what, 15 minutes ago?
Yeah.
The seat is open. The seat is open. He's welcome to come back whenever he wants.
My seat will always be open.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought he was going to stick around. He looked
so
like
did I.
He looked like he was going to. He was ready to talk about sports.
Can only have 3 Beatles.
So this is the Three Ming Circus, the rants, raves, and revelations. So I got the hats here. We're gonna go through the. One has the rant hat. One has the rave hat. One has the revelation hat. And this week the revelations were all taken by users on Twitter. So if they stink, you can't blame me because I didn't write them.
You asked people to
I asked.
send you
It's not a bad idea.
I did.
It's a good idea.
That's good.
I did, and I have a setting on my phone. Every time somebody tweets me, it vibrates. Yeah, and it went off so often. It was like a woman's vibrator. It went off so often.
But it gives them at least a week to go through everything, and then this way you can pick out the creme de la creme.
Well,
out of all.
Yeah, I could have.
Knowing him, he probably just asked about a half hour ago. Quick,
yeah.
I need questions.
Yeah. If you go back and look, yeah, it was about a half hour ago. So if these are terrible, you can't blame me.
Ink's still warm on the paper.
You can't blame me. So Sunday Jeff, we got 2 big announcements. Number 1, Pucknuts t-shirts are in. Have you seen them?
Yes.
What do you think?
They look very good.
You're just bitching about the color.
I wasn't bitching about
He
the
was
color.
bitching about the color.
What's wrong with the color?
Starting
Jeff?
shit already. I didn't say anything.
What's with that color?
We went with the.
That's what you said.
When I saw the picture on the website,
Yes.
I thought that was a prototype actually of the shirt.
Yeah.
Prototype.
So it was a dark blue shirt.
Yes.
The shirt that he shows me is totally not the color of
It's
that
dark
shirt.
blue.
It's not.
No,
dark
it's not
blue.
dark blue.
It's what would
The
you
shirt
like
on
a
the site
turquoise
was a
blue.
royal blue.
Yeah, it was a dark blue, but I didn't say I don't like the fucking color. I just said right off
it's
the
like
bat.
a washed out blue.
I says it's a different color blue than what it was on the website.
You sounded like you were disappointed.
Well, hopefully people don't think that the blue is the blue color that's on the website.
No returns.
Well, of course.
Oh, wait, Jeff. We,
It is a nice shirt, though.
we
I did see the shirt.
We produce exactly the amount of T-shirts that people ordered. Now, are you saying that there's an extra large back in the pool now?
No, there's never an extra large. I never stick them with that. That I'd never do.
It's okay. You can stick me with it because I can sell it real quick.
Yeah, we could at a premium too.
Are they going for 25 on eBay already?
They're going for almost 10% more than what I originally charged for it.
Really? I guess you're selling yours then, huh?
I didn't get one. I didn't order one.
Rat bastard.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. I don't know if I could wear a T-shirt with my face on
Exactly. That's
Is
why. I
it-
didn't-
No, you
I didn't
keep
get
it. You don't have to wear it, but you keep it for just,
For what?
you never know. It's a collector's item.
it. Well, it is now. How many did we get made? They're rare. They're
Less
very rare.
than 100 of these exist in the world. So
That's right.
To those lucky few who
And one of the
called
guys aren't even on the show anymore, so.
Well, to the lucky few who called in, we thank you.
Yes, thank
And
you.
they will be going out, and you should be receiving them next week.
Yes. Jeff, this is rarer than the Luke Skywalker prototype action figure with the lightsaber.
Snaggletooth.
Yes, Snaggletooth. Yeah.
Ain't rarer than a
The
Pucknuts figure
The
there.
blue Snaggletooth of the T-shirt world is the
Yeah.
Pucknuts T-shirt.
Cool.
So
You know what I'm talking about, right? Snaggletooth?
Yes.
All right.
So if you have one,
Nobody else does.
Yak face.
I doubt it. We got a lot of Star Wars fans too. There have been people crying for Sunday Jeff to do a collectible show.
That'd be fun. How about next week if Brian doesn't come back?
We'll do a toy and
half sports, half toy, and Brian and Sunday Jeff. You have to come up with the topics. Okay.
As far as
That's
wooden
fun.
toys, I mean, there's really not, it's
Like a
collectibles today. There's really not much to collect
Well,
anymore.
we'll do retro.
Retro?
A retro.
Retro
segment.
returns, retro hopping at all the different comic book
yeah,
stores.
70s Kenner,
I miss those
Star
days, though. I
Wars.
used to miss those. Used to go out all the
Like,
time
how
on
about you
Mondays.
just do like
Mego.
the state of the industry, the state of the Star Wars collectible market,
Rise and
the
fall.
state of what's it called? What was the Marvel line called? Marvel Legends.
Marvel Legends.
And what's another big line out there right now? What's the other big toy line that always seems to fetch in DC Direct? That'd be fun. You could do that?
Sure.
All right. I'm looking forward to next week.
All right, here comes
At least you know somebody's coming back next week.
a huge increase in our listenership.
Brian will definitely come back. If I tell him that Sunday Jeff's running the show
Yeah.
next week, of at least the toy segment,
Right.
the collectible segment of the
He'll
show,
come back?
he will be definitely
Okay.
be interested to hear that.
All
I guess we got to do toys every week if you want them back.
Brian doesn't give a shit about toys. He just wants the Sunday Jeff directed exposure.
What does Brian give a shit about?
His niece.
Yeah. All right.
Tell him Steve Dave.
Tell him Steve Dave. All right. That's two good things to have passion in. All right. Second big announcement Sunday, Jeff. The launch of the Smodcast Internet Radio Network. Sir Radio. And we're going to be a part of that.
Yes, this is big.
If you're itching to hear Pucknuts first, tune in on Thursdays on the Sir Radio Network at smodcast.com at 1 p.m. Eastern or 10 a.m. Pacific. That's where it'll be broadcast first. Live. Well, not sort of live.
It's Battle Eyes if you're going to get
It'll
it.
be more of a live recording, so that doesn't really make any sense. But that's the first place you can listen to it. After it airs, you'll be able to download it as a regular podcast.
Now, we know we got the time constraints on Tell him Steve Dave.
Yes.
Pucknuts really is not an issue, the time constraint.
I mean,
Usually we want to blow out of here as soon as possible, it feels like.
right, if you look at our...
Can we go less than 57 minutes? Is that a problem, or does it have to be 57 minutes?
No, we can go less than 57.
Sweet.
And then the rest will be filled with best of Pucknuts.
We
How
need
about
the
that?
rest. Well, like, let's say you go for 40 minutes. So
Yeah,
you have
so 17 minutes of
the
best of Pucknuts.
Who gets to pick the best of, you, or is it
It could
Ken
be
Plume, or...
it could be a collaborative process. I don't know. Maybe
What would constitute the best of subjects?
a great
sports.
a great bit. Maybe when it was revealed, I liked women in heels. That was a big revelation.
That would be my favorite.
I guess. I don't. There must be numerous. Maybe we should have the listeners mail in or tweet in.
Don't waste their time. Do you really know that's going to happen?
Yeah, I do. It's good.
They're going to fill the air if Pucknuts doesn't meet the 57-minute.
It'll be
criteria.
like best of clips. Like best of clips.
So you really want to be as close to 57 minutes as possible, don't you?
Somebody want to be in one show.
Ideally, is you want it to be fresh. You want it to. You don't want to hear the end of the show something you've heard already. You want it to be new.
Okay.
All right. So Jeff, you want to get to the hats, or you got anything to add?
I'll hand it to you. Which hat you want?
Don't matter. Pick
Maroon,
whichever
black,
one.
or navy blue.
Well,
I'll
maroon,
go with the
Devil's rant.
I forgot
hat.
what they stand for already.
Devils is a
just
rant
pick
hat.
anything,
Pick anything.
All right, that's a revelation hat. What do we got Sunday, Jeff?
Better not be a fucking baseball question.
No, it's not. I don't think there is any baseball
With
this week.
who would you want to do a podcast from the NHL?
Ooh.
Yeah, I thought that was a good question. Now, it was pretty easy. I was thinking
Zach Parisi.
No, I don't. Not Zach. I
guess
don't
we
know.
found our new Brian.
There any listeners or readers of the Tom Gulitti's Fire and Ice blog? He did a 3-part question and answer series of Zach
Yes,
Parisi.
I saw that. Big revelation on there.
What was that?
Guess what? Guess what Zach Parisi's favorite Star Wars movie is, Sunday Jeff?
Don't tell me Phantom Menace.
No. Meng?
I'm gonna go with the first
don't
one,
know?
A New Hope. I didn't read that far.
New
I'm gonna
Hope.
go with A New Hope. Yeah.
Guess what this fucking freak Zach Parisi said?
What did he say?
I have never seen a Star Wars movie in my life.
Really?
Ugh. Trade him.
How bizarre is that? Zach Parisi might not be human.
That's weird.
Well, how could you go through your whole life never seeing a Star Wars movie?
That's
so strange.
An American male. How old is he? 26, 27? Of that age,
old.
never seen a Star Wars movie. Yeah,
It's
that's
so weird.
That's odd.
I found out to be one of the most oddest things to come out of the interview that he had never seen a Star Wars.
Not even a single one.
That's odd. Anyone I've ever met that's never seen Star Wars have been, very
sketchy.
Well, yeah, but they've been mostly high maintenance.
Maybe
women.
they're in jail since from some 1976 till now. So that's why they've never seen one of the movies.
I bet even prisoners have seen all 6. What else do they have to do?
You're allowed to watch movies in jail?
I find the privileges you get in jail are astounding. What you can do in jail. Some of them have like Facebook pages. I heard like they have access to the internet. They can correspond. It's like they're online businesses. It's bizarre. So I wouldn't put it past them to have watched all 6 multiple times. But for Parisi, I think that's
Never
weird.
seen Star Wars. I mean, that shows you what that kid did. Growing up.
Yeah.
It was all hockey.
He was firing pucks at a tin can hanging off a string.
He is from a hockey family, though.
Right.
So he could have been constantly pushed to go. It's like, you're not watching Star Wars. Get out there and hit that puck.
Yeah, it's like I almost got into a bench clearing brawl in Russia. It's like, no, you can go out and skate a couple more hours and not watch Star Wars.
What is he talking about?
The Summit series.
What the fuck are you talking
The
about?
Summit series. Didn't his father, JP Parisi, he
okay.
almost slashed a guy over the head with a hockey stick.
Yeah, but once he got into like the NHL or that point, you would think that by now it'd be like, you know what? I got to see what this Star Wars is finally about. you finally make it to the big leagues, and you'd be
I
like,
thought
you
that
know
would
what?
bring a tear to your eye, Sunday, Jeff. Speaking
Yeah,
of,
that's-
you're the biggest Star Wars fan I know.
That's pretty upsetting, though. I mean,
You had a
like
Star
I
Wars
said,
themed wedding, right?
yes, yes, yes. I
Big
did.
laughs at you.
No, I knew that.
He wouldn't laugh if I fucking walked in with shoes.
I didn't have a Star Wars themed wedding, but when
It was themed. I didn't say I came in dressed as a Darth Vader and everybody was dressed as stormtroopers.
wait, what does that mean when you're at a themed wedding? I think we talked about this, but just for anyone who hasn't heard,
Did we ever
I
talk?
don't know if we ever talked about it.
what
I mean,
is-
it was done like classy. It wasn't done like geeky. You know,
like what, did you have a Star Wars cake?
like I didn't have like Boba Fett like marrying us or something. No, it's
What
just,
was classy, though? What was the classy
it was
part?
still a regular wedding. It just had like that, like at the tables. They had like lightsabers, the cheap lightsabers
Right.
with the flashlights in it. And like when we walked in, everybody's waving this, and they played a little music. They had,
They played the Migo theme? Or the Miko?
yeah, no, they had that on there. Yeah. Yeah, the 70s.
That was the first dance.
When we came in, when they
their
introduced
first dance
us.
as husband and wife.
No,
The theme from Star Wars.
No, but you never guessed what our first dance was.
What?
You never guessed what the first dance was.
Give me a hint. Is it a band?
It was from a movie also in the 70s.
Ooh. Looks like we made it.
Now, I'll give you another hint. It's not a slow song.
Ooh. Was it a rap song?
No.
There's
Disco?
no rap.
Disco?
Not really disco. No, it wasn't
Just
disco.
tell us.
You're the one that I love from Greece.
Oh.
Oh. That's a fast song
Yeah.
to keep up with.
Yeah,
definitely
that
Must have been huffing and puffing by the time that one was over.
It was
Usually
weird.
you pick a nice slow song.
No, it wasn't. We did everything opposite. We didn't do a slow song, obviously. Where'd you get married? What's all about me?
Well, you want to guess what my wedding song was? Fucking metal, bitch.
Yeah.
Metal. Never dies.
Number of
not
the
even on a
Beast,
wedding day.
Iron Maiden, what else? What other ones you had out there?
Kiss song.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
You don't know?
Don't tell me Beth.
Not Beth. Forever.
All right.
Remember that song?
Mm-hmm.
It's forever. So
All right.
there, even then,
I like that.
I we all.
Did you have your long hair back there? Alice Cooper
we
hair?
all wore the white face paint.
Yeah, you're the star.
That's bullshit there. You know that.
Brian came with a star painted on his eye. That's awesome. So back to the question: who from the NHL would you want to do a podcast with?
Well, I cut you off. Who are you going to say?
I wasn't gonna say Prizzy because his answers were so softball, so bland that I don't know if he could carry a whole 1 hour podcast. I would go with either Lou. I would love to grill Lou.
Yeah, as if his wouldn't be so PC in softball.
He's hard to listen to even when you hear him
God,
talking as an
exactly,
interview.
You'd be sleeping on.
Yeah,
the
like talking to a
that would be my
robot.
second choice. Number one, I think Doc Emmerich. That would be awesome.
Oh God.
What was that? Is that two?
Millions of
softball?
players out there.
Yeah,
that
like,
it's,
well, that's why he wants to be an announcer, though.
Come on,
you got any
know-
tips, Doc?
I would take Dano. I think Dano has a sense of humor.
Mm-hmm.
Or and then another retired player I think definitely has a sense of humor, no doubt about it, is Jeremy Roenick.
Yeah.
No.
He's funny. And he's definitely got some wit about him. You, Sunday, Jeff?
Anybody? Let me see. All together.
I thought Arnott would have been the fucking.
No,
I'm sure
Arnott.
Arnott would have fucking fell out of your mouth by now.
Nah, Arnott. You can't really. I don't know. I don't know who I'd really want to really interview out of anybody. I mean, I would say probably. Again, you've seen so many interviews. Who's there really that you'd want to interview? I mean, the only
Gomez
person.
would be awesome. I think Gomez also has an unbelievable sense of humor.
Ralston's a clown too. I mean, as far as interviewing.
Yeah, Ralston would be cool.
I mean, Ralston's actually very good as far as interviewing. Always winking at the camera, having a good time.
So, yeah, it's good. Got a good radio voice.
But is
All right.
All right, let's go. Let's go next.
What's this hat?
That's the Rave hat.
Rave.
What do we got?
Rave?
7 Devils in the 2011 World Championships.
This is the only Devils news from this week.
They're doing good too, aren't they? And
They are,
Palmieri scored a couple of goals. I saw.
Jeff? Have you been watching the World
No, I
Championship?
didn't even know it was on. I've been watching the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Well, yeah, all right. It's tough. It's tough competition, but Versus has been broadcasting the Team USA game. So this is what we got. We got Travis Zajac playing for Team Canada. Got Patrick Eliashchuk, Anssi Salmela playing for Finland. Covey, who had 3 assists last night in a 4-3 win for Russia. Matthias Tenneby for Sweden, and Mark Fane and Nick Palmieri playing for Team USA.
Oh, Palmieri's an American, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
What did you think he was?
He scored like a tight.
I don't know. I assume everybody's Canadian. It seems.
Yeah, is it Canadian or Russian? Yeah, but they, all 7 of them have been doing pretty good. Been scoring a lot of shots. It's too bad they couldn't all put it together for when it mattered for the Devils. But it's good to hear they're not just sitting back on their ass during the off season. It's good to get that competition going, even if you're not in the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't want nobody getting hurt though.
There's plenty of time to heal.
That's always that's always the fear. But I haven't watched it. Are they going all out? Or are they hard checking? I guess you guys haven't been watching either. So
I'm sure they are though.
Still professional. They're still
Playing
playing to win.
You're playing for your country.
Right.
You play to win.
right. All right, what do you got Sunday, Jeff?
Let me grab it.
All right. Good job, Jeff.
Showbiz.
What's the worst
Run through
sports
his blood.
flick you've ever seen?
What's
I thought
the
the-
worst?
What's
Yeah,
the worst sports
That's as
flick
good
you've
as,
ever
in
seen?
our exclusive pod, I think we named our favorite, and I never thought to
Really?
go back to the flip side. And I had a rack. Even a bad sports movie I'll watch. Bad News Bears go to Japan, not that good, but if it's on, I'll watch it. I love Bad News Bears Breaking Training. Everyone else gives me crap about that one. Mr. Baseball, Tom Selleck, not that great. I'll still watch it though. I think the worst one that comes to memory for me. Did you guys ever see The Fan? That Wesley Snipes and Robert De Niro.
No, I never saw it.
No.
All right, it's a baseball movie, but De Niro's an obsessed fan of Wesley Snipes, who's playing fictional player for the Giants, and he gets so obsessed he's killing people and kidnapping his kid. Such a far-fetched scenario that I have no idea how that movie got made and how they got those actors in there.
So that's yours pick, The Fan?
I think so. I had to yeah. I mean, there are a lot of I don't know if they make an effort to put the focus on sports, then it can't be all that bad, right? Slapshot 2. I never
saw it.
never saw it either, but
They actually made a sequel. How many years
Yeah.
later?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to look that up on the IMDb. Probably went direct to video. It was probably one of those ones that came out years later, where somebody got the rights, got some money together, and put it direct to video.
What's your pick?
Probably, I don't really know of any of that. That's Major League 3 was terrible. That was horrendous.
Okay, I'm gonna go with Air Bud.
Air Bud.
Yeah.
How many Air Buds are there?
I don't know.
Air Bud.
I remember having to watch that though with a group of kids. It was just brutal.
And you like movies with animals in them,
Space Jam.
Well, yeah, Bud didn't talk though.
right? But he just played basketball and. All right. What's next?
Like Mike.
Like,
That was pretty bad.
You know what? That was pretty far fetched. A pair of shoes. Didn't they get struck by lightning or something? And it was Little Bow Wow, right?
Yeah.
Even
It's been
then-
a while since I've seen it.
Even then, actually, speaking of, this isn't really a sports movie, but you saw Teen Wolf, right? Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
the-
coming out with a TV series.
Oh wow,
Called Teen
timely.
I
About
guess.
25 years after this.
I guess, and it looks like they're going with a darker edge.
Do you ever hear the black mark on Teen Wolf?
No, what did somebody die during it? Or, no, what's the black mark? Is it,
There's the scene at the very end where he turns into a wolf and he wins the game.
yeah.
There's they pan across the audience,
Yeah.
the crowd in the bleachers,
Right.
and there's a one fan there, like an extra, has his Teen Wolf hanging out.
Really?
Yeah, hanging out of his.
And you went back and freeze framed it?
Yeah. No, I didn't, but somebody did. Somebody did, and I know it's definitely true. Like one of
It's
the
on
extras,
there?
it's on there. That no one caught it.
Wow.
In the editing room, and his Teen Wolf's hanging.
We'll have to look for that DVD, see if that's floating around, see if it's been doctored.
I mean, I guess what's Jeff? What's more? What do you look for more? That or the dead kid from what's that movie? 3 Men and a Baby.
3 Men and a Baby.
Yeah,
Did you
or
ever
that.
Jeff.
No. I
You
never
never
saw
heard that?
3 Men and a Baby.
You never saw 3 Men
No.
and a Baby?
There-
What
there-
were you doing in the 80s?
Not watching those fucking movies. I was watching Empire Strikes Back.
3 Men and a Baby came out long
Watching
after
all
that.
the, watching all the good. Empire Strikes Back came out in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
1980.
Yeah.
All right. Well, no, in 3 Men and a Baby, there's a scene where
It's Tom Selleck.
in the background
That's Steve Gutenberg.
there's a phantom sitting. There's a man or something is behind a curtain, and it has nothing to do with the scene. And it's they theorize it was a ghost in the back behind the scene.
Yeah, like a ghost kid or something.
Yeah.
They tried to say it was like
Spooky shit, Sunday Jeff.
Yeah.
Spooky
Yeah.
shit.
I'm sure it was spooky shit on the set or something like that. It's-
No, there was. Actually, they said the set was always, there was a lot of weird things going on, a lot of apparitions, and lo and behold,
unexplained
I remember,
paranormal activity.
caught
Jeff.
on film,
Yes.
caught on celluloid.
a lot of problems in the 80s. And if somebody died filming Twilight Zone,
A lot of problems.
A lot of problems in the 80s with movies. Oh, isn't Poltergeist? Half the people from Poltergeist wound up dying, or all kind of the little girl died.
Poltergeist curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody but Richard Dreyfuss. All right, what do you got? Have you picked from the Rat Hat yet? All right, maybe not. What's funny? All right, what do you got? What's so funny?
If there was a fire at Sunday Jeff's house, what would he say first? Family photos or his collectibles?
Ooh,
That is a tough one.
yeah.
No, I couldn't
Darth
say my
Vader.
It doesn't matter. You got to bring your family out there, man. Come on now.
Not your family, your family photos.
Right, what'd you say about?
I know we're not someone's.
It'd probably be easier to get my family photos because there's a lot more collectibles than there is probably in the family photos. Just on the wall. Just grab the ones, whatever ones are on the wall.
So you're saying that like you got the Darth Vader bust,
Right, or the Star Wars wedding album.
or the Star Wars wedding?
What do
album.
you grab first?
Actually, probably the bus is a lot more accessible. I don't even know where the other one is. We got our wedding pictures all on the walls throughout the house. But I'm saying I don't know where. I don't even think we've ever looked at the wedding album other than when we first got it. That's what I say. It's like, you know what?
And you're always looking at the Darth Vader now. Every day you look at it. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I'm gonna go with the bust. Fuck it. I'm going with Star Wars bust.
Do you go by every morning? You like polish the helmet?
No, I don't polish my
Polish,
house.
polish the bishop.
He's got to get to work and polish his boss's helmet.
Yeah.
Which boss, dickhead?
Ah.
I only have one boss.
All right, what do we got? What do we got next, Jeff?
If you could create a hockey first line of any three players in history, who would they be?
Good question.
You'd have to put Gretzky on there, obviously.
Obviously, as center, right? Who you got as your wingers? I'm going with a couple softballs. Rocket Richard and Gordie Howe.
Okay. And Gretzky.
And Gretzky is
All right,
center.
I'll go with Mario.
All right, that's a good one.
I'll go with Brett Hull.
All right.
Only going to go with players I seen play.
Okay.
I never saw Rocket Richard play. I don't.
Gordie
Howe saw probably a little bit.
I never saw Gordie.
No, you weren't. I thought you used to watch hockey back then.
No, I didn't see him play. So who'd I say? Mario and Brett Hull.
Yeah.
And another winger then. Curry.
Yari Curry. All right.
So Jeff?
I would say Lemieux too, though. But I'm trying
Don't
to think.
steal Lemieux.
Well, you just took how many great players that played the
There's
sport?
no other great ones after that.
There's plenty of great ones, but you're talking
Go
about.
with a center and go with Messier.
Nah, I don't want to go with Messi.
Why? He was a center.
Yeah, he was a Ranger too. Well, so was Gretzky, but
We'll go with Crosby.
okay, all right.
Okay.
He's been in the league long
I'll
enough.
go with Kovalchuk.
Okay.
Who else has scored as many goals as he's done in how many seasons?
All right. And who else? Ovechkin on the other side.
Yeah, Ovechkin ain't been playing that well.
So you're going
Sunday Jeff showing his short-term memory is
No, there's plenty. I'm all just
long-term memory.
it's just I'm trying to think of. How about Francis?
He's a center. If you want him for your center over Crosby, that's fine.
Yager.
All right, this is the stuff you'd be cutting right now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, Yager was good too. There's a lot of good players. You can't sit there. Why are you giving it to me?
It's your turn to read it.
I just read one.
Oh, it was your turn to read it? Oh, it's my turn?
If you want.
Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it matters.
You have an all-time goalie? Favorite goalie?
Go with the best.
All right, Brodeur.
Yep.
All right.
Grant Fuhrer.
He's good. There's no, the talent level is just as high, probably.
Wow, you're going a lot of old school Oilers. I like it.
Oh yeah, Patrick Waugh. There's a lot of good goaltenders. I mean, record-wise, yeah, Brodeur would be the best.
All right, what do you got, Walt?
Oof. Ocho Cinco tweets that his source says the lockout will continue for several weeks.
Right. Have you been following the on and off lockout, no lockout?
Yeah, I heard about the judge ruling, but it's I don't know.
And no one's really sure, but apparently Ocho Cinco is the man we're listening to now. He has a source. It says lockout could go several. This is how bad it's getting.
Yeah, but didn't they end the lockout? That's what I don't understand.
No.
What did the judge actually do for?
Right.
I heard that episode too.
Yeah, judge ended the lockout, and then there was an appeal, and now the lockout's back on.
So it was all basically just
It was
smoke and
bullshit.
mirrors.
It
It's,
was
No
it's
one cares
nonsense.
about the lockout right now. They'll care in August when it gets really close. That's when everybody's going to really worry about
Yeah, it's
the
going
lockout.
to start getting close anyways because you're going to have training camps starting very shortly.
Why not care now? This is when players should be working out. This is when players should be talking to coaches
this
and getting
is,
plays together and getting.
Well, they could do that on their own, but I'm saying as far as like working out with the team, if as long as there's a lockout, you still wouldn't be able to do that. I don't believe you would. I mean, obviously, if there's going to be no NFL season,
You gotta get that in your head though. That mentality that it's coming up quick. The preseason is going to be here sooner than you can.
it's already May already.
Yeah, this is when you gotta get
Goes
in your
quick.
head. And these guys are in the off season. A lot of them are not that disciplined. I'm betting. A lot of them are just they're resting on their talent maybe, or they're just they're just not that disciplined. Where I'll work out tomorrow, or rather than even me, I like structure. Where you tell me Walt tells me I'm gonna be here at 8, I'll be here at 8. But if I don't have to be here, then I'll come in. I'll come in after 8 if he doesn't need me. That's structure. So
No, for the money they're making, they better be working out on the off season.
but they'll get paid whether they do or not. So
They're not getting paid, are they?
Oh, you're right. They're not getting
You
paid.
got to take a part-time job as a paper boy.
All right, what's next?
Sunday Jeff's turn.
Likes that hat.
We go.
We're running low on the revelation hat. What do you got, Sunday Jeff?
No, here we go. Bin Laden photos will never be released, says Obama. How about the video?
Now,
Is Geronimo codename racist?
do you even want to talk
come
about
up with
this?
that?
No, there was a big story on Yahoo about there was a spokesman for a tribe who released a statement saying that the code name for Bin Laden, they used the word Geronimo, saying it's racist. How Geronimo was a great Indian leader, like a strong man, and how those two shouldn't be associated with he shouldn't be associated with a mass murder, a despot.
I don't think anybody's ever.
think anybody,
the day after we heard about it,
Yeah.
no one was even thinking about.
like racism.
No,
like,
nobody even thought of the word Geronimo.
Right.
That's a footnote to the fact that that's what he was called.
And then someone just pulled that out of their ass. I don't know if they.
Why? But I would question this: why is Geronimo associated with like jumping off something high?
I don't know. Is that something he did?
Geronimo.
Yeah.
I wonder why. Like, did you ever hear that? Like,
Yeah, it's always. Oh, you always saw that.
Oh,
Yeah, I wonder why it's associated with like leaping off something.
Did he jump into battles with wild abandon and
Maybe that's how he died.
No, I was saying, but people always jumped out of planes. Like you'd hear like that when they jump out of planes or whatever in a cartoon or whatever. They would say Geronimo. I have no idea why it would be associated with. I mean, if they were Native Americans.
Sure someone will tweet you, Ming, and tell you why.
Yeah, so you got to bring a computer. This way you can find that stuff out. Why are you talking on the deal? Where's that iPad?
I don't have one. You Sunday?
Oh, that's
Where's
right.
your iPad?
Well, I don't have one either. You got one? Bring that sucker in.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I don't want Ming
really-
getting his fucking spittle all over. He's always fucking drooling over.
Coughing.
Twins.
Yeah.
every time Queen comes in, he
Wipes it with
grabs
this with his fist with the glass.
Yeah,
Like
I
it's,
drool over the iPad like it's Amanda
It's like,
Bynes
yo,
or
bro,
something,
what are you doing to my iPad?
No, we got into a discussion earlier that I was wondering. I was thinking the Navy SEALs were invaded were each one of them had video. There's got to be a video of this raid. I was claiming.
I
were
heard
thinking-
last night that there is no video of it.
I think that's bullshit. I saw that picture of the Situation Room afterwards. Did you see that with Obama?
Yeah,
He was like-
they said they weren't watching it. Like it wasn't like a helmet cam. You're thinking one of the guys were wearing.
this is how I was thinking. You saw Aliens, right? Hudson Hicks. That's how I was thinking of the vital stats, helmet cams.
I don't think it was that.
you
It was like all blurry and fuzzy.
like all
You can
gray-
barely read it.
gray.
Yeah, but with the technology today, why is that? That shouldn't be like that. That's why I think a lot of that shit's bullshit. With all the time, I mean, you see stuff on like YouTube.
Yeah.
From cell phones, the shit looks like it's in high definition.
Right, yeah. That,
And you can tell me the military doesn't have cameras that take good
I know
pictures?
they do. That's what I'm claiming.
They could take you taking a shit from millions of miles in the atmosphere up there with all the satellites. So
How can they do that unless you're doing it out in public? No, you can't see through the ceiling.
not that you have. They might.
Right. The military gets all the good
military
shit.
can see through walls now.
You never know. How would you know?
How would I know? Because if they could see through walls, it wouldn't take 10 years to find them then.
There's a lot of Earth's a big place.
Yeah, but they found him.
Right,
Better.
or that's what I'm saying. Like America has a mentality of like, oh, why it take so long? Well, shit, man, it's a fucking huge world. It takes a long time to track down one person in a country that you really don't have
any knowledge,
free access.
But why wouldn't they release the picture? I mean, it's just why? Why not?
Politics. You don't want.
They will release the
Well,
picture.
yeah,
Right
when
now,
it's
they're
election,
just saying that.
when it's election time, the pictures would be out. Right now, they don't want riots and whatever.
Do I need to see?
But why is it like they kill the guy, they bury him so quick, they just throw him out in sea or whatever? It's like, why is it such a swift and quick thing rather than just it's like, hey,
Well, I heard a body has to be taken care of.
Right, in the Muslim tradition, yes. It has to be clean, there has to be some kind of rites, and then it has to be
But
buried.
do you really need to see the picture? Who cares?
No, I don't need to see the picture.
Glad it's over.
Well, today you don't even know if it could be possibly him either, though.
Oh, it's him. There's no way they go out on a limb and say, we got
just
him.
with this much
There's
fanfare.
no way they want that egg on their face. They're 100%. They've never been more sure of anything in history than they were that's Osama.
Yeah, and this is a guy who releases like a video every month.
Exactly.
So
They were sure there was a lot of mass weapons of mass destruction over there too. They were sure about that too.
that was George Bush.
You really think there's a chance that he's not dead?
I would hope he is.
Do you think there's a chance?
There's always a
What are the
chance.
chances? Give me a number, percentage number.
10%.
10% chance he's still alive.
Yeah, you're thinking
I was
this
gonna
is
say less than that.
Jeff, you think this is like Star Wars? He had to fake like Queen Amidala.
You never know.
Like that was
Do you believe
Everything
everything?
has to be in
Do
Star
you believe
Wars
everything the
terms.
government tells you?
No, absolutely not. But which is
All right.
why I think there's definitely video out there somewhere where they're following it.
Well, they're not going to tell the world they just bagged Osama bin Laden if they're not 100% sure.
Yeah.
Or else, if they would, why would they do that? What would be the gains of saying they had him if they weren't sure?
But I'm saying, why would they do? Was there a DNA test done? Were they?
Yes.
Okay.
There was.
All right.
There was.
Take your tinfoil.
Yeah, take your tinfoil
Stormtrooper
hat,
helmet off.
and
I don't know. You believe in a lot of weird shit, and I don't believe in. I mean,
Like what?
I'm just saying.
Like
it's
what? What do I
time
believe in?
travel, gullible.
You don't believe in time travel?
If I believe-
it's happening.
It's happening.
They're saying it's a possibility. Can't go in the past, but you can go into the future.
Okay. Well, obviously, it's the only way you're going to go. You can't go in the past. You got to go in the future.
No, I'm talking about by time travel, though. You don't believe it?
No.
quantum.
You know quantum physics?
Quantum physics.
Mm-hmm.
The fourth
I saw
dimension,
a TV show about it on the.
string theory.
I see shows with aliens walking around
National
too.
I'm talking about like legitimate shows though about it. Legitimate, like on stations, not sci-fi. Like it's real.
like National Geographic.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of that stuff too. I'm just there's
there's a machine that's going to create a black hole.
that I remember seeing. It's like
Could
in
destroy the world too.
oh, we're good at that.
Things go wrong. Could
Was it
suck
next
the
year,
world into
2012?
That could be the reason of how we go. And a machine that some scientists make.
That's why I'd love to have a time machine where I could go backwards. I wouldn't care about the future. I'd love to go back in the past
For what?
Go back.
to find all the answers that everybody
I thought
believes.
you were going to say to find those rare
No.
toys.
To find all the true answers. To go back, if you had all the
What's
answers,
the answer? What's the question that burns in
Right,
your
that
hand
you have to
right
go
now?
back
the creation of the earth. I mean, just
You're willing to go back that far?
oh, sure. That's the answers that I want to
I
know.
wouldn't want to go back that
don't-
far.
What happens if you follow something your whole life and it's a lie?
It ain't hurting me to believe.
Yeah, it's been.
It's not hurting you, but there's people that live their life by that.
So far back in time that when you step out of the machine, you don't even know what you're going to step into.
Wouldn't you like to know is like how you were created, how you got here? Who really shot JFK? Who did? I mean, a lot of these.
The leap from
Oh, I'm just giving you examples. I'm giving you examples. I'm just giving you examples.
Right.
Like how man was created, how the world was
I don't
created.
need to know those questions. Those questions are not made to be answered. Those questions.
Then why does every day somebody searching for those answers?
Remain unanswered.
But why are scientists constantly searching for those answers then if they don't need to be answered?
They got nothing better to do.
Because they want to find the truths. That's why.
How are they going to find that truth? How are they ever going to find that truth?
I don't know. With all the technology and stuff, it's just, that there's people that just will not give up until they try to find, rhymes or reason, make sense about things.
So you'd be willing to go back to dinosaur time? You'd be willing to take a chance?
Sure,
to
I'd love
step
to
out,
see what that-
get stung by some sort of dinosaur mosquito.
I didn't say like as far as like being protected. I was just saying I'd like to go back in time and see what actually happened. I would think that's more interesting to see what's going to happen. I mean, because we can control our futures. You can't control what happened in the
The
past.
future is not written.
Right. There's
Well,
no.
you have some control over your future.
Right,
You
so-
definitely, when you wake up in the morning, you either put a shirt on or you don't put a shirt on.
But there's a whole. As much as you think you do, it's still a crapshoot.
Sure, every day's a crapshoot, but you still have some control over what you do. You have
think you
control
do.
over.
You
You have
think
control
you
of your
do.
actions.
You were like it's comforting to think that you do have control over your life, but in reality, you really don't.
You have control over your actions. You don't have control over some other people's
Right,
actions.
but everybody's other actions, they all affect you.
That's true.
So there's no. It's life.
But
is
your
a
actions
total-
affect them.
Sure, that's why I'm saying like nobody really has control over what happens, and things just happen.
But you have more of a control. You have more of a control if you're driving a car
Right,
and Meg's driving a car.
right.
You have more control over the way that you like to drive than if you like watching Meg drive.
What?
I don't know.
What
You're
the fuck
getting.
does that have to do with it? Who's a better driver, me or me?
No. I'm saying when I'm in the car with that, when we went to that devil's thing, you looked like you were a little nervous, with Andretti over there taking some turns. Like, yo, what the fuck, dude? You thought you were gonna like that was it. It was all over. You saw your kids fly, but I'm saying like when you're driving, you have
Slow
you
and
know the
steady
way
wins
slow
the
and steady
race.
wins the race, and then you have uncertainty and a little
But you know
la-di-da.
what? I also don't know. Like a fucking semi could not see me in the mirror, come over and squash me.
Right,
There's
but you
nothing
could
I
always
can do.
look to the side and keep a cushion between both of
there's
you.
nothing you could do sometimes. Sometimes you don't even see it. They just squash you.
Yes, true. But you still have some control of your life every day.
Oh yes, to a certain extent.
Exactly.
But you know what? I don't sweat it. I don't worry about it.
I don't worry about it either.
Right. Stop worrying about it Sunday, Jeff.
I'm not worried about
Let me
it.
unload you. Let me take a load off your shoulders right here. Don't worry about that.
Right.
Watch Alice Cooper. Watch Alice Cooper live. This is fucking important. This is what I like to see. Check this shit out. This is like from what? The past, 1979?
What? Because I said to you that I like this?
No, but I'm just saying, don't tell me you don't worry about past.
I don't worry about the past.
I don't worry. Well, the past is done, so you can't worry about
I
it.
don't really. I try not to worry about.
You should worry about the future.
I don't try. I try not to. It's like
To me, it's pointless.
I worry about the farthest in the future. I worry about is a half hour at a time. That's how I live.
Quarter mile at a time.
Man on the edge.
Not on the edge, but I just worry about. I don't try to overthink everything. Worry about a half hour at a time.
I don't worry about any of that stuff. I worry about there's going to be baseball questions.
There's no baseball questions. Go ahead, pick one out. Pick a
What
non-baseball
are we up
question.
to? What
out.
time is it?
No, we're good.
We're close to the 50.
We're good. We're in
Not that.
the.
We're
There will
good.
be no there will
think
be
we
no
could-
clips
We
today.
could do a couple more of these.
Oh, here's a good
All right,
one.
what do we got?
The 2011 NHL playoffs.
Yes,
It's
finally.
good to get a
Hockey.
on
Puck nuts.
Yes. All right, so here's what we got since last week. Vancouver's up 2-1 over the Preds. They won in
I don't know how Nashville.
That's a tight series,
I don't know
though.
how Nashville's even hanging in there. because
Defense.
They should be getting blown out by the puck control that the Vancouver has.
Yeah.
My God, they're hanging on by the skin of their teeth because Vancouver is controlling the play constantly, is out shooting them, and somehow, some way that they're able to hold on. I guess it's their goal.
Did you see some of the saves that he made though?
Yeah.
They were insane.
Yeah.
Some of the saves he
I
made.
just got a feeling that Vancouver is going to break out and with a big win.
and then just keep rolling.
Yeah.
You would think so. They had a tough series the first time too. I mean, again, you're facing the Stanley Cup champions, but
So the curse of the President's Trophy is not going to apply this year. You think they're just gonna roll?
but I just got a feeling that in Game 4, Vancouver lights it up, and it's not as close a game as it has been the first 2 or 3.
All right, next in the Western Conference, Sharks up 2-0 over the Red Wings. What do you think, Jeff?
it's about time. I would think it's about time after years of facing Detroit to finally. But again, that series is not over.
It's
You're
not
going.
over yet. I think that could go 7.
It could, but again, Detroit was also how long they were the first one done in the first round. So how long did they have? Well, they were over over a week
Yeah.
of rustiness.
Resting.
So we'll see how they play. They play tonight, right? Aren't they on tonight? Yeah, they're on tonight. So you see how they bounce back from.
From being down 2-0.
They
Yeah.
got to be closing in on a record for the most overtime games in the first 2
Yeah,
rounds,
it's insane how many overtime
Every
games have
night
been.
it's an overtime.
Double overtime. Some have been double overtimes.
That think the fatigue could wear in? Those are long.
In the long run, it will.
Periods.
No, I just think it's great for hockey. I mean, NHL really can
More
tout
hockey.
how great a playoffs it's been so far
Right.
this season.
It's
A
been
lot
pretty
of
easy,
epic
even
games,
matched.
Nice moments, and it's a real great calling card for the sport of how great the first round is.
Yeah.
I wish
Just
the Devils
competitive
had been a part of
games.
it.
No blowouts. Yeah.
Even the second round's been pretty tight. I mean, like both teams, the competition's been
Well, there are a lot
like
of
all,
overtime games, yeah.
but very even as far as the no just total. Other than that 7-2 game that Boston played Philadelphia, that was
Yeah,
just a
everything else is
shellacking.
pretty
But
close.
the second game was
What about
really
the
good.
East? How's the East looking?
So here's one that's not that close. Lightning up 3-0 over the
That's
Cavs.
shocking.
Yeah, that is shocking.
Again, the fatigue. You think Ovi and you think the Cavs are tired?
No, they
Lightning
only
won
lost
7-2.
one game. They only lost one game against the Rangers.
Right, and the Lightning won 7. How could they be
Yeah,
tired?
that's true.
Should be the other way around.
That was always my theory of why the Devils were tanking. Though
Why?
they were bad and they were not working out hard enough. They were bad and not well conditioned enough.
What are you talking about? How was that your theory? After Jacques Lemaire said it about 5,000 times,
All
that
right,
they're
so-
out of
all right,
shape,
it's-
and all of a sudden it became your theory?
It's a general theory that these teams are outplaying them because they were not built
talent.
to withstand a long season like that.
It's
you know.
talent.
Sometimes I think, like I said, that those long layoffs hurt you. You know, Detroit had that long layoff. They're down in their series. You have Washington had, a pretty decent layoff. They're down in that series. But they haven't been scoring a lot of goals, though, Washington. They have not been playing
They
like
should be.
with the talent they have. Yes, they should be.
Boudreaux done if they lose?
No,
No.
I don't
No.
think so.
Why not? What has he done to keep his job?
Made the
got into
playoffs 2 years.
Yeah, I know.
With
You know,
the
the
team,
first
of
round.
a team of that caliber, I think even Johnny Mack could have got them into the playoffs.
So let's not. Whoa, let's not.
Imagine that Johnny Mack comes back next year with another team, takes them to the like Eastern Conference Final or
Let's
something.
not be that bold here.
I really, truly don't know if Boudreaux can keep his job after this.
I don't think Ovechkin's really been playing that
It's
great.
not Ovechkin's fault. He's scoring goals. It's fucking Backstrom.
Yeah, Backstrom has
invisible.
Green.
He's got
Simon's been playing all right.
Simon's been all right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I mean, they're losing close games. It's not like they're getting blown out.
Yeah, but they got to win though.
They were winning the last night though.
I don't
Didn't they
know,
have a
man.
lead? And they had 2
do you
goals in
think
15
that-
seconds.
What do you think? Tampa Bay in 4?
I think the Cavs could pull
Pull a game out tonight?
one game out tonight, and then that's it.
Yeah.
It looked like it was over though last night. Did you see the pictures on the bench? Yesterday they were just like,
I think Lightning's just as talented, offense-wise too.
I think Lightning's actually got better players.
I don't know about that.
LeCavier, St. Louis, Malone.
I would take. I mean, you got Stamkos, but
What about Bergeron? That guy's been like lighting up he's like the new,
if I had my choice of any player on either roster,
Yeah.
I would still pick a.
Ovechkin.
There's still 3 caps I wanted over Tampa Bay. No, I mean not that. I mean, hey, I take Stamkos too, or LeCavier.
Yeah, but
or
when
or
if
St. Louis.
you're on the schoolyard,
Yeah,
they're
but if
lined
I'm
up,
like I
bam,
like
bam.
Ovechkin and I like Semin. I don't like Backstrom that much. He's pretty invisible.
but I think they're just as talented as Washington.
Sure.
I would say Tampa Bay is just as talented. It's just the goaltending. It's just, and he's been doing really good too.
Yeah.
That guy Neuvert or whatever his name is, he's been playing pretty damn well.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Bruins 2-0 over the Flyers.
Remember what happened last
Can
year?
lightning strike twice?
That's right.
No,
I would hope not. I don't think so either. They've definitely
not
been
a
playing
chance
well.
that a team could come back from even if the Philly win. I mean, even if let's say Boston doesn't get up 3-0, I can't see them blowing a 2-game lead now.
Yeah,
That would be devastating for that franchise.
yeah.
To the same exact team, the Flyers, to blow a 3-game lead, and then next year a 2-game lead.
Yeah, just
I don't know how
mentally.
you can go. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how you get through that.
I don't either. So
But that ain't gonna happen. There's no
not
way
gonna
Bruins are
happen.
losing.
I don't think so.
That goaltending, although it wasn't bad the last game, the goaltending has just got to be addressed for Philly. It's fucked up that
Yeah, you got 3
that
guys
they've
it's
done
like
this for
a
decades.
Carousel.
Though. They've allowed their goaltending just to be like.
Everyone knows how fast they are, though, Philadelphia. It just seems like they're so fast. Like everybody on their team looks like they out skate everybody.
Fast, they're big. Yeah, I mean that's their advantage right there. So if you can beat that, and Boston's doing all right. So all right, you want to pick one more? We got time for one more.
We got one more here.
We made it through all the hats.
Stupid too.
This was an idea
What's
that
this
I
one?
came up with earlier
Oh,
today.
yeah.
Sunday, Jeff.
I wanted to talk about it.
I'm thinking about there should be a new sport. 3-legged street hockey.
3-legged street hockey.
Yes, you've done a 3-legged race before at a
No.
company picnic
You know what
or
3-legged race is?
or a family reunion.
Yeah, they usually they tape tape your leg together to somebody else,
Right.
and then you play whatever, whether it's potato sack or whatever the hell you're doing. Don't they do potato sacks too? Like they put
Those are two different events, but okay.
Potato sack and 3-legged.
All right,
race.
3-legged.
Two different events.
Let me hear. I know your games and everything else, so let's hear this. Let's
I
hear
was
this
just
sport.
thinking, like, we should start a tourney in Jersey, the Kevin Smith first annual 3-legged street hockey tournament.
Now, both people have sticks. Like you would have, if my leg was tied with somebody else's
you
leg.
have to hold one end, butt end, and I hold the.
Yeah, it's like
and
you're a
I hold
Siamese
the-
twin.
Somebody holds the top hand of the stick, and someone holds the bottom end of the stick. So we have to coordinate or swing too, as long as coordinating our running.
It's an extra challenge there.
How awesome would that be? How fun would it be to watch?
Be very fun to watch because it'd probably take about like a half an hour for somebody to get to the one fucking puck.
Yeah.
First of all, you need a stick the size of a telephone pole for me to hold my one. and then you might as well be a beach ball.
And there's checking. How
No,
great would that be?
Yeah, you get to check.
I think it's worth it to try it out once, just with everybody here. Get Brian, Quinn, just play everybody and see how well that works, and have somebody
I think
videotape
it'd be
it.
awesome.
All right, we
man.
got a net here. I
And
got
you get a 3-legged goalie. Then you get the goals
Yeah.
are extra big.
yeah, like a soccer net.
Yeah, well, I don't know
Or
about that
smaller
big,
than that. Okay.
but I just can't. I just thought of like I think I'm onto something here. I think it could be actually a professional sport.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's like
American Gladiators over there.
3-legged baseball, 3-legged football.
Yeah, I mean, you could do like. Can you imagine? Well, I don't know about football. That'd be real tough. But
Well,
3-legged.
Yeah, that's like, are you going to catch this? I'm going to catch this. But how would you play baseball?
Because you're the same way.
Who's going to, if you sit up there sideways to hit the bat, what are you going to have 2 bats in case you missed and I get a chance of swinging? The fuck? Caveman baseball.
All right, 3-legged basketball.
Again, it's like, well, I guess, if you're only strictly talking about like using my right arm and using your left arm to shoot, that's pretty fucked up. Consider like if Brian was taped to Meng, how would he ever be able to grab the ball? It'd be so short.
I don't know.
3-legged volleyball.
That's possible.
Yeah.
3-legged volleyball is
3-legged
possible.
Olympics. I don't know. I think I'm onto something here.
I think you are
it could be
too. Let's
fun.
do it. Who
I
wants
think
to?
I think the viewership would be huge because it'd like
I think there's a liability factor involved
because it
with
would be
this.
it would be hysterical to watch as well as playing.
Oh, it'd definitely be hysterical to watch. I have no quarrels or,
I don't know about
or
huge
gripes
viewership.
about that.
I don't know about huge viewership. I think people said the same thing about the lingerie football league, and I don't think they're breaking any records either.
But I mean, I don't mean on TV. I meant in the stands.
Yeah.
I think it'd be fun to watch.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
So we'll play a game and they'll put that on your Tell 'em Steve Dave YouTube and we'll see
Yeah, we'll see what happens. We
We'll
got,
see the reviews.
got sticks here. We
All
got
right. I want
balls.
me and Ming are
Versus-
a team, and then you and Mike, Sunday Jeff, and we'll
and the two Bryans.
and the 2 Bryans. Well,
Who's going to be a goaltender? So you got 2 people in the goaltender too?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Everybody gets three legs.
So that means one person would have a catching glove. The other guy would have the goalie stick in his hand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
my
how
Lord.
awesome would it be? I will tell you, man. No one steal this idea because I'm
Because it's fucking nuts. That's why
'Cause
nobody would steal it. You'd have to be a lunatic to think of such a thing.
All right. What's the
All
time
right.
up to now?
All right, we're good.
Okay. So next week, though, I'm excited though. A new element, a new segment of the show. will be
Toy
in.
shop.
Sunday Jeff's toy
Toy dungeon.
toy.
Toy vault.
Toy vault.
Okay, Sunday
Let's bring
Toy
out the
vault.
toy vault.
All right.
You're going to talk, and you're going to talk about the state of the industry of toy collecting and
Yeah,
Past,
Palisade.
future, and present.
Yeah. Palisade, Sideshow, Kenner, Hasbro. It's all fair game. I like it.
I cannot wait.
All right, so
So maybe I'm probably the only person on earth, maybe Brian, but otherwise,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know anybody else who cares, but I do.
Yeah, so tune in next week. And until then, Rangers eat nuts.
See you later.
Find more funny shit like this at smodcast.com. Hi, I'm Kevin Smith.
I'm Jen Schwalbach.
And here's what's happening every day at Smodcast.com. On Sunday, it's me and Scott Mosier doing the original Smodcast.
On Mondays, it's Hollywood Babylon with Kevin Smith and Ralph Garman.
On Tuesdays, it's Blowhard with Malcolm Ingram.
Also on Tuesday, my personal favorite, Plus One.
That's the one where you and I talk.
That is.
And you get naked. On Wednesdays, it's me and Jason Mewes doing Jay and Silent Bob Get Old.
On Thursdays, it's Puck Nuts with Walt Flanagan, Ming Chen, and Brian Johnson.
And don't forget Sunday Jeff. And then on Friday, they lose Sunday Jeff, and it's just Walt Flanagan, Bri Johnson, and Brian Quinn, and sometimes Ming Chen taking some abuse on Tell 'em Steve Dave.
On Saturdays, it's Red State of the Union.
Highlands, A Peephole History, one of the shows iTunes chose as one of the best podcasts of 2010.
Smarriage at Smodcastle, one of my favorites.
That's where I actually become Rev Kev and marry motherfuckers. We sit down, interview them, find out about their entire lives. At the end of it, they're literally married. And all of it's free. Don't cost you a dime.
7 days a week, we bring you the free funny.
Very nice. You sound like a pitch person there, man. What else can you sell me? Show me a little boob. I'll buy. Smodcast.com.